Regan Slaymaker for Notjustboxing. I have the pleasure to be joined by the Carty party, Thomas Carty. I was just saying to you off camera, Thomas, seeing a heavyweight announcement like this, it must give you itchy knuckles.
Yeah, of course, man, of course. Well, I just found out in the previous interview that I've done that Dillian is telling people I'm on this card, so yeah, wow. There's an exclusive for you.
I mean, there we go. Thomas Carty's on April the 5th. I mean, you must be even more excited now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seeing that
I'm
announcement,
buzzing.
mate.
I'm buzzing. I'm fighting in 5 weeks' time in Madison Square Garden, and then it looks like 3 weeks later I'm going to be here. So busy period.
And that's on the Callum Walsh undercard as well. I mean, Callum's really raising his game. He's getting more and more known as well. I mean, fighting on that card, Madison Square Garden, the Irish connection. Couldn't go any better for yourself, mate.
No, it's flying. It's flying. I had a really good performance in September when the UFC and Tom Loeffler came to Dublin. Had a really good flash knockout, and Dana White promised and said in all the post-fight interviews he wanted to bring me to America, and he's delivering. So it looks like we're heading to America and then back to Manchester, and hopefully then headline in Dublin myself.
Definitely. I mean, fighting on a UFC fight card, Bill. I mean, Queensberry, you've fought on Matchroom as well. I mean, yeah, I mean, reflect on that career, Thomas. Obviously, we're far from done yet, but you've had some excellent opportunities.
Yeah. So I'm 10 fights in now. I've fought on like the biggest fight cards in Irish history. The two Katie Taylor, Chantal Cameron fights. I fought when UFC came to Dublin. I fought in Nottingham, Michael Conlon, Lee Wood. That stands out in my memory, you know what I mean? Most of my fights have been with Matchroom prior to that. So I've had I've exceeded my expectations, I suppose, in terms of the shows I thought I would be on when I turned pro. But now that I'm 10 fights in and I fought on the cards I'm on, I can see that I'm here for it all. I'm here for the cards like this. I'm on this one. Hopefully a stadium fight soon, you know what I mean? So I'm here for it all. Maybe Riyadh season as well, who knows?
Definitely, like you said, 10 fights in now. Obviously, that's kind of the contention when the prospects they start fighting for titles and things like that. It's definitely something that you want to capture in 2025.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I'm Celtic heavyweight champion at the moment. I always say I'd love to be the first Irish heavyweight champion since Tyson Fury, but it's about finding the right dance partner, and nobody wants to fight me back at home. So we'll see. But I want to start stepping up now and grabbing some titles, some more belts.
Definitely as well, and obviously, like you said, Dillian Whyte is obviously a good friend. I think started off sparring partner. Obviously, you share management stable as well now. Obviously, and I've seen a few of your interviews, Thomas. Dillian's always been there, kind of supporting you throughout your career. He doesn't need to help you get onto these shows, but he always has done. I mean, and boxing, sometimes there's not many friends in boxing. It's fair to say. How does it feel to have someone like Dillian, I mean, pushing you in your career?
Yeah, it's mad. Me and Dillian, I always talk about, we have a great relationship, and it's a weird one because prior to the Otto Wallen fight that he should have had, I spoke to him a little bit online and I was a fan, and now we've become really, really good friends. We speak most days, and I can't stand the sight of him anymore, to be completely honest. But yeah, it's good to have someone like that pulling for you know what I mean, and trying their best, and he really does try his best to help. I've seen him help a lot of fighters, but for me in particular, he's done a really good job and getting me opportunities, and that's what it's all about in this game, is getting opportunities, and every time he's gotten me the opportunity, I've delivered on my end. So it's a good partnership.
Definitely has as well. And just a fun fact as well, first ever boxing card I went to, Dillian Whyte, Oscar Rivas, so I'll make sure to remind Dillian if I see him
There's
today.
A good fight.
It definitely is. And now weirdly my brother's now part of Joe Joyce's management team, so it's really gone full circle for us both, which is absolutely mad.
360 moment there.
It definitely is. But Thomas, I mean, my final one, because it's the first time we've actually got an interview, so I'm very glad about that, mate. But we ask everyone who comes on the channel this: when all's said and done, what does boxing mean to you?
Boxing, what does boxing? Boxing means everything to me, because I come from a family of tradesmen. Everyone has a trade in the family, and I couldn't hang a nail on the wall. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it's all I know. It's all I can do, and I'm grateful for the places it's taken me and the opportunities it's given me, and I think it's going to give me plenty more in the future. So for me, boxing is everything, because without boxing, I don't know, I'd be working for my dad or something like that,
Well, boxing's a trade, Thomas.
Boxing is a trade in itself, Boxing is a trade, absolutely. I've definitely earned my trade as well.
You definitely have, and you perfected your craft as well, Thomas Carty. Thank you very much. Best of luck April 5th, mate.
Thanks for having me on, bro.
Cheers. No worries.